Hi folks, and welcome back to Zed's Not Dead after what's been far too long with me not posting any updates on the YouTube channel, so apologies for that. There's been quite a lot of change in the last few months, which we'll go on to explain why I've not really been posting anything for a while. I think the last video I did was me collecting the Z4, which had been resprayed, and it was all looking glorious. I had the 6 Series as my daily car. I was working in Manchester, so I was driving back and forth to there every day and getting lots of mileage on the 6 Series, which was great for its big diesel engine and DPFs and all the rest of it. However, I had a phone call late springtime asking if I wanted to go train driving for Transport for Wales, which was something going back to 2022 when I first applied. Long story short, I hadn't been able to take up a position I was offered to start in April 23 because of a medical reason. However, that's since been put to bed, and I was in a talent pool to go train driving, and I had a phone call out of the blue asking if I wanted to do it, and I wasn't in a particularly happy workplace at the time, so I jumped at it, and yeah, now I'm a trainee train driver. Without going into specifics, that means quite a substantial pay cut initially from what I was doing, and my 90-mile daily commute was slashed to 12 miles. I didn't want to be using the big 3-litre 6 Series every day because just stop-start driving to Chester and back wouldn't have been much good for the big diesel engine. So the big 6 Series was sold. Just about made my money back on that, and I bought, on a bit of a spur of the moment, a Volvo XC70, the 4-wheel drive D5 model, and for want of a better term, or want of better words, it was a piece of turd, and I hated it. It stank of weed. It hadn't been looked after. It needed quite a lot of work doing, which, although not beyond what I could do, with autumn and winter approaching, the last thing I wanted to be doing was thinking that I need to go out and roll around on the driveway underneath a car to make it work. So after selling the 6 Series and buying the Volvo, I also bought a BMW 130i. I've always liked the look of the 1 Series when they announced it, especially when they said it was going to have a 3-litre engine. So I found one locally, 128,000 miles, fully documented service history, enthusiast owned, a few little niggles here and there, mainly cosmetically. There's quite a lot of paint fade and the lacquer's lifted in a few places, but the price was good. A deal was done, and I've since been using the 130 as my daily drive into Chester and back. The Z4 has hardly had any use this year. Somebody came and bought the XC70 that I'd bought. I think I lost £100 on it, which in the big scheme of things I'm not too worried about. So yeah, the big 6 Series went. The 130 has become my daily car, and the Z4 has, as of this morning, gone into winter hibernation because of the nice new paintwork. The last thing I wanted to do is get it all covered in leaves and grime and dirt because I'm not using it during the winter. So that's a bit of an update with where I'm at. That's not to say I've got no interest in cars at the moment. I've got a really bad itch for a Range Rover. I'd quite like to have a P38 or maybe an L322. I've been watching lots of those at the moment. The little 1 Series is fab. It goes like an absolute dream. It's a rocket. It's an M Sport model, so it's got the adjustable M seat, which is brilliant. It's a 5-door model, not a 3-door. But yeah, it goes like an absolute dream. Same engine and gearbox as the Z4. But yeah, a very different thing to drive, but really good fun. The problem is you want to drive it and hoon it everywhere, and it absolutely loves to be hooned. So yeah, that's what I've got at the moment. Z4's gone away. The red Rocket 130 is my daily. I've still got a motorbike which has got a clutch which needs attention at the moment. I'm still looking at other bits and bobs. But yeah, that's a slight update to where I'm at. On a side note, I start my proper train driving tomorrow. I finished all the classroom side of things. If you're a train bore, I'll be driving a class 197, a class 158 and a class 230, which if you're really into your trains will know is an ex-London Underground train which has been converted to run on batteries, with a couple of Ford Duratec 3.2 diesel motors which power chargers to charge the batteries to drive the train. So they're my new work vehicles, 3 different train sorts. I'm in the middle, or well, I'm about to start learning my traction knowledge, start building my route knowledge. I'm at a point now where I need to start working through my hours with my driving instructor before I can be a solo driver. So all really exciting stuff. I'm loving the change. Yeah, it's been a really great 3 months. I've met some really cool people that are part of my intake. So yeah, all good in that sense. But the cars have just taken a bit of a back burner. So, but yeah, apologies for the long update. I apologise. It's not a technical update or me polishing something or fixing something or swearing at something. It's just, yeah, a bit of a catch up. Thanks, as usual, for watching the channel and watching my videos. I say apologies that it's not much more interesting at the moment. Maybe I'll do train content instead of car content, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for having a look. Feel free to comment, and I'll do another update soon, hopefully. Take care now. Bye bye.